Okay, so I wanted to make a video to kind of go over the lesson plans that you've been given and also the packets that you've been given, because they do look a little bit different than what you saw last time, but that's because we tried to streamline it to make it as user-friendly as possible so that you guys could understand a little more easily and kind of keep on a schedule, because I know that was kind of difficult for some people last time. They just weren't sure about the pacing of it. So if you look at your parent notes page, this is very similar to what we have as teachers, and so it'll kind of walk you through what your expectations are for each day and also give you some helpful information. So these are going to be made available online so that you can just click these links, but I'll also be posting those links every day, just like as easy access to you, both on my Google site and through the Facebook group. So what it's going to look like is on Monday and Tuesday, you're going to have reading and social studies, and I'll be posting a video for each one of those. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, you'll have math and science. So it's kind of up to you on how you want to do that. I'm going to be posting the videos on the first day of each chunk. That way you can kind of pace it however you want. And so you might do reading on Monday, social studies on Tuesday, or you might flip-flop them or do both on one day if you'd just rather have a day of, free time. But that's kind of up to you and what works for your family and for your kids. So like on the first day, you'll wait until there's the read aloud here from me, and then there's a YouTube link for the story in case you want to go ahead and get started and not wait for me. And then there's another link for another read aloud, and you're going to need to watch both of those because then you're going to complete box 5 on the choice board for reading, and that's to compare and contrast two characters, one from Kate and one from Jack. And so you're going to use the Venn diagram that's in the packet, and that's this page. And I'm going to post another video explaining how to fill this out and what that should look like. And then it also says that here is a BrainPop Junior video if you need some more help with that. And then it says that you can complete one other item of your choice from the Reading ELA board this week. So you have to do number 5 the first day, but then you can also pick any other one that you want from this board. And so I would just put like a little star or a check beside it. I wouldn't scribble the whole thing out just in case you need to read it for some reason. And then it says to take a picture of it and share with your teacher. So you would be taking a picture of both the Venn diagram and the second choice board that your student has chosen to send to me. And you can share that with me through Remind would probably be the easiest way, just so I can check it on there and give you some feedback for your student. And then it still says to read for 30 minutes every day. For social studies, I'm going to be posting a mini lesson about the 3 branches of government, and we're going to be primarily focusing on the state level of government. We did teach government when we were at school, but it has been a few weeks, so your student may have become a little bit unfamiliar with that. But luckily, that's something that most people at least have a good little bit of understanding about. So I'm going to post an anchor chart for that and a video to kind of re-explain it. And there's also a BrainPop Junior link for that as well. I don't think the BrainPop Junior link is for state government, but all the levels of the government work similarly, so it wouldn't hurt them to watch that. Then it says complete task 1 and task 6 on the choice board for this week's social studies assignments. Take a picture of them and share with your teacher. So you would just go find in your packet the social studies choice board. It said task 1 and task 6. So task 1 was to write a 1 or more page essay sharing your opinion about which branch of government is the most important. And don't forget to share your reasons why. Now I am going to post a video and you can watch the BrainPop link. But if that doesn't give you enough information to write your essay, then feel free to look up any more YouTube videos or talk with a parent or a grandparent or anything like that so that you can get the information that you need. Remember, that's just an opinion piece. Now, when it says essay, it doesn't have to be a full page, but I really would encourage you to make sure that you're putting some quality writing into that because remember, we've talked in class about writers don't just write a few sentences, otherwise that's just a few sentences. That's not a story, it's not an essay, it's not anything. So you want to make sure that you're giving some good quality and enough that I can read it and know that you understand what you're talking about. Task 6 says on the attached page, write which branch that part of the government belongs to. So that's this part. So you would write executive, legislative, or judicial on each of these spots. You can just put E, L, or J if you want to. I don't really care. And then after you label the branches in the chart, answer the questions that follow below the chart. So this is where you're going to need some Google access here. So it just wants you to Google and figure out who these people are. These ones that have 36 people or 9 judges or things like that, we just said to name one, so you can name any one of those, and you won't have to do anything with this one that has 915 quarts. That would be ridiculous. And let's see, so that would be it for reading and social studies. So that would be for today and tomorrow. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, you kind of work through the same way. So you've got some different YouTube videos that you're going to need to watch to review on graphing. I'll be posting a video that kind of reviews that as well with some anchor charts. And I'll post the anchor charts in the group too so that you guys have access to those. It says do number 3 on the choice board. So in your packet, you would find the math choice board and answer number 3. You can show your work on the back or on another piece of paper. Just make sure if you do it on the back, you keep it organized. Like you might turn it over and just use that box to show your room if you need to. And a financial literacy video just to watch. There's nothing that you have to actually do other than just watch that video as a review. Study your math facts daily and then complete one more box on the choice board. So you can pick any other box after you've done number 3. And once you've done those, go ahead and send me a picture of your work with your answer circled. That way I can give you some feedback on that. For science, it says to watch the listed life cycle videos about ladybugs. So those 2 are right down here. And then it wants you to complete 2 activities from your life cycle choice board this week. So remember that you've got Wednesday and Thursday to be doing this. So if you wanted to just watch the videos one day and do the task the next day, or do one task one day and one the next one, that would be fine. So in your packet, you have an anchor chart about the ladybug life cycle. Now, we have talked about cycles and the way those work in class. We talked about the water cycle, we talked about the weather cycle. So this is just like that, but with bugs. So we have taught the concept of cycles before. This is just with a different example. So there's an anchor chart to go with you to kind of help you with that. And on your choice board, it just said that you can pick any 2 that you want to do. So if one of them doesn't make sense to you yet, then just wait to do it. But most of them should have some help within these YouTube videos. And I'm also going to be posting some anchor charts with that that'll help, along with another helpful video. These we kind of left for Friday. You can also do them throughout the week. It says pick 1 per day. You could do more than 1 in one day if you wanted to, but that's completely up to you. So for PE, it says choose 1 activity on your fitness bingo chart. Try to black out your board by May 4th. Let me find that page. So you can pick any 1 activity on here. You do have a free space, but to claim it, you have to go wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. And that's 20 Mississippis, not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Take your timer, it doesn't count. For counseling, it says continue practicing breathing exercises and taking breaks when needed. Try some new grounding techniques that are included if you become overwhelmed or frustrated. So Miss Garlington has put that in here for you. I don't actually have a copy of it in my packet, but you should. And then also, if you're looking at these lesson plans online, you can click this link and it'll take you to that document. For music and fine arts, it says choose 1 activity on your music or art bingo chart. That should look similar to the fitness one, but I don't have a copy of that one either. It says try to black out your board by May 4th. And then your ESL questions, you're going to have those each day. These are just language building. I think what I will probably do is post this into a Flipgrid so that you can answer there, because I do want to be able to hear your answers. But you can also discuss with a family member if you'd like. So this part I will probably put on Flipgrid. And so that's everything for week 1. I will go over week 2 when we get there. But one more thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about for that. I said week 1 and 2. It's week 3 and 4, but for this packet. So one more thing that I want to go over with you guys is this checklist that we've included. So if looking at this paper is overwhelming, the biggest thing that you're going to get from this paper is just a quick layout of what you need, but also those links. We thought this checklist might be beneficial for some of you who get overwhelmed from that lesson plan. So if you look at this, this tells you exactly what you need to do. So it just tells you each day, or like for the week for this subject, this is what you need. So completed assignments, choice board 5, which is the Venn diagram, and 1 other item from the board. And then make sure you submit them to me. I do prefer Remind just so that I can keep all of those assignments in one place and I can quickly get back to you on that. So it kind of has that same thing for each subject throughout the week. And there's a little check mark so you can do these throughout the week as well. And I am going to try to not do Zoom as much just because I know a lot of people have been having issues with it as far as passwords or working internet or finding times where all of their kids can get on Zoom. So primarily we'll be doing things through Remind or Flipgrid. And then all my video lessons will be through YouTube, which I'll send out links in a variety of ways so that you can access those however you need to. And then I think we will just be using Zoom to kind of just check in. So that'll be optional from here on out. So that's everything for weeks 3 and 4, or week 3, sorry. And then I'll post another video probably toward the end of this week that'll kind of go over next week. So don't get overwhelmed or anything like that. We tried to do it through choice boards. That way, you know, if you have more time one day, you can pick, you know, a longer assignment, or if you have less time another day, you can pick a shorter one. And that way it kind of gives your students some choice in what they're doing. That way they don't get quite so burnt out. So like always, reach out if you have any questions. Hopefully this was helpful in kind of explaining the layout of what you've been given. And I will go ahead and get those other videos ready to post as well.